Hi, this is Sherry from Twisted Granny Tarot. I'm the only Twisted Granny you know so far. And we're going to do a horoscope reading, a horoscope tarot card reading using the astrology houses as a diagram. So I'll explain it to you as we go along. If you need to contact me about further explanation, please send me an email, okay? Love you. All right, thanks. Now, I just cut them, and now we're going to lay them out like a horoscope. And in this horoscope chart, the first house has to do with your appearance. Well, it does if we're doing astrology, but if we're doing a card reading, it's more about what's on your mind. Okay. So what is on your mind, Mr. and Miss Aries? Oh Lordy God, you feeling lucky today? You feeling lucky? Look at that Wheel of Fortune lucky card right off the bat. So it seems like this summer you're benefiting from previous good behavior, let's just call it that, and previous accolade, and you can foresee some more good things happening. So I think you're already got some good news about what's going on in July and August, and this is confirming it. Okay. Second house is your own money. What do we got? The King of Cups. Well, look at that. The King of Cups in your house of money. Now let's see what happens. Oh, okay. So usually the King of Cups is a kind of benevolent leader. And if you're married to one, if you're married to a water sign, you might say he's a pushover, because some of them are. I can't say every Scorpio is a pushover, but they can be on a regular basis. Well, like for their kids, you know. And the King of Cups is highly emotional, and he's very invested in his emotional life. And if you're a Scorpio, you like revenge. Be careful out there. Okay, but this is your house of money, and here's the second house. Because this is a face card, I have to put down, well, I put down a modifier. Now, this modifier is the Two of Swords. And what this Two of Swords is, it's a person who is, she's in the midst of indecision. She cannot figure out what to do. She cannot tell what's next, what's first. But what it boils down to is, if she's got a problem with money, she can put her swords down and then peel off her blindfold, and she will be able to see what it comes next and how she can choose what comes next. So this person, well, it might be this person may feel like she needs to ask for a raise. That's a simple, direct line to explain these two cards. However, it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. And I think that there are situations going on at work that this person feels could be improved, but she is reluctant to talk to the boss about it, because it might mean that she has to say bad things about other people, or she has to express her disappointment. So that sounds like it's what it is for me. She wants to talk to somebody, but she's reluctant about what exactly to say. So she probably needs to write it down. Write down a question and write down her answer, and keep editing that answer until she or he can explain it precisely. Okay? All right, third house is communication. Lordy God, what do we have here? We got the Nine of Swords. Oh God. All right, well, the Nine of Swords, look at here. What's this? This person looks to me like he's been stabbed in the back, and I'm pretty sure that's on a Rider-Waite deck, the standard deck. There are swords stuck in the back of a guy, or B, he is worried. He's worried about situations and events, because somebody stabbed him in the back, or he stabbed somebody else in the back. So let me go to the Nine of Swords and see what we got. A Viking kneels at the edge of battle. They wear loose-fitting armor with a fur cape. Blood flows to the ground on all sides. Oh, yeah. Upright. Horrible nightmares. I am sorry. horrible nightmares, fear and illusions. This is upright, and it's definitely upright. So listen, kids, feeling pressured. So you Arians really don't want to talk about this or this because you think it's a loaded topic. And there might be some a kerfuffle that's a little more than a kerfuffle, and you don't want to cause any upset in the department. But how long are you going to? But the other question in your mind might be, how long am I going to sit still and satisfy myself with sitting still when there are issues going on that are um, decidedly less than ideal for the company? Okay. So that's a. What do you say about that? Do you do anything about that? Sometimes the messenger gets. Maybe you don't want to be the messenger about disappointing stuff, illegal stuff. Oh my goodness, now what? Now we got an 8 of Swords. Wow. Okay, well, I need to use this because this is a new deck for me. And it's a very interesting deck because I do love the Viking mythology. A Viking warrior kneels on the ground. The blades of 7 tiny, shiny swords are aimed at their body. They are tired and blood pours from many cuts. Upright, feeling, oh girl, this says you're feeling trapped. Draw from reserve power. Use all your knowledge and restricted mobility. No. Use all your knowledge, period. It also means restricted mobility and isolation. So in your home, now what is that? So is this, you're having a stellar year at work in general, but at home, do you feel like your house is, you feel trapped because you don't earn enough money to buy a new house? Well, those new houses are diggity dang crazy expensive. So if you're feeling bad about that, or B, are you getting divorced and you're having to move out of the house? That's going to certainly make you feel trapped. If you don't have any place to go, draw from reserve power. So your home is not a happy place for you at the moment. I am sorry to hear that, Mr. and Miss Fire Signs. Okay, wait a minute. That's 1. This is, no, that's 1. This is 2, 3, 4. Romance and creativity. Now here's a boatload of Vikings. 2 boatloads of Vikings, and they're celebrating. So we got a 10 of something here. Let me see what that is. Oh, that's not. Maybe it is a 10 of Shields. Two Viking long ships set sail. These Drakkar, Drakkar, move out of a channel and are headed to the open sea waters. The captains raise their horns as they sing and Galder runes for safe passage out of the channels. The heads of the dragons, which give the ships their name, are open. Each ship has a row of shields that hang half off the side. Not only does it provide storage for large items, but it protects the people on board each vessel. Upright, completion, a worthy legacy, abundance. All right, sweetie pie. You may not have liked the way the situation at the home is going. However, you can see how moving out of the house is going to be a relief. It's just going to be a relief because you'll be able to talk to yourself, think for yourself, by yourself, and sort out some situations where if you're in your house with other, in your, regular house with other people, they can interfere with your concentration. Isn't that interesting? Okay, that's fifth house. You got this. This sounds like a big party to me. A worthy legacy, abundance, stable income, a physical manifestation. That's what this is. So even if you had to leave your house under very trying and ugly circumstances, your new romantic life is going to change all that. And maybe you had to go through this to get to the next situation. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The sixth house of work and health. Oh, yeah. What do we got here? A 7 of Wands. What the world? Let me try it again. Oh, are these horns? Not really. A single Viking stands at the edge of a rocky outcropping. Hands are raised. The arms of their robe hang low. A staff appears in their right hand. That's that big stick like a pike or a spear. A mighty storm rages on around them. Lightning crashes down. Harsh rain blows. They wear red clay, upright. Protect your ideals. Okay, because if you move out of your house into a happier situation, there are going to be lots of people who talk. And gossip is to be avoided. Okay, a single room. Protect your ideals. Take a defensive position. Call in support. Taking a risk. Gain the upper hand. Well, look at that. So, there's something happening at home that's causing you to feel greatly and beautifully satisfied by moving out. And this says that there's going to be a lot of gossip about it, and people are going to have things to say about it, but you just rise above it, because what else can you do? Protect your ideals. Take a defensive position. Don't tell them anything. It's none of their business. Sorry, can't talk about it right now. Sorry, my lawyer said don't talk. Don't talk. Gain the upper hand. Okay? So try not to tell other people at work. Don't tell anybody at work what's going on, because it will sure as the world get around. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th house, marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Well, this doesn't look very good, does it? It's a 9 of Wands. He does not look happy. An elder Viking stands in front of wooden perpetration of skull's net, whatever that is. Time to set intentions. Change is coming. Holy moly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th house. Okay, you're getting out of it. You're getting, their eyes are closed in contemplation and reverence. Upright. Reverence for life. Recognition of hard work. Don't give up. This says release burdens. Push through the stress. So my opinion is you have what may feel like a war to go through. It may feel like a landmine. Every place you put your foot or every word that you utter gets an ugly comeback. Okay? And if you're talking to the people that you're leaving, they're not going to be happy about that. But act with bravery. Harness your power. Wait, is that not it? No. Push through the stress. So just stands in front of it. Their long gray hair blends. The eyes are the shield. The icon appears deep in the woods. Well, it does, deep in the woods, where the tree's canopy grows high and very little light comes in. The trees have moss and mold. Whether or not the elder has come on their own, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, guess what? Now that he's at this crossroads, he's left his home, or she's left her home, and she's moving on to brighter pastures. And this one has to do with setting new goals. Protect your ideals. Take a defensive position. Call in support. And the support might be just giving you the confidence and the strength to smile and not say anything and proceed. Hooey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, eighth house is money from other people for the Aries people. Oh my God. Do you see this? Do you see this? This is the magician in your eighth house of money from other people. Money from other people means bonus checks, income tax checks, legal lawsuit checks, and inheritance checks, unearned income. Are you going to get a sign on bonus for leaving one company and going to another one? Look at that. Because you probably had to go through all this misery just to get here. This is a manifestation card. You can manifest. You can manifest a job and the job. You can manifest money and more money. You can manifest more customers because really all you have to do is think about them. If you've manifested X number of items in your life already, you can continue to do it. Now, some of us get lost on our manifestation journey because of interference. Interference from kids, from parents, from trips. Just don't ever. Sometimes you just cannot complete a complete thought. But this person is valuable. This is going to give you the money you want and the power you want, the notoriety or fealty you want. So Aries, sometimes to an Aries, a business success is everything. They prefer that kind of success over any, sometimes. This might be you, and it might be one of those times. Okay, that's money from other people. Good for you. Because some of these are, oh my God, wait a minute. That's the first house. This is seventh house, right? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this was the seventh house. That's the eighth house. So this is all about Wheel of Fortune, but this has got some disappointing aspects to it. But this one right here gives you confidence to continue to pour on the executive skills. Oh my goodness. Ninth house, philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. How does that look for you? This is a conflict card. Mm-hmm. Something terrible. This fellow has just burnt down the darn building. Where are the swords? What do we need? 5. An elderly Anglo-Saxon warrior walks away from a burning building. They were heavily padded armor. They hear the sounds of the Viking villagers and cry scream. Okay. Oh, man. In your ninth house, it says hollow victory, an imbalanced battle, a haunting past. So what's going to happen is, people get what they want and then they go into a depression. It's kind of like, you might not believe this, kind of like postpartum depression. All this time the mother has waited for the baby, gone to the doctor's appointments, has to imagine bringing this new baby into being on the earth, and then she has it and she's all depressed. That's just how it goes. You might get the job you want and then find out, oh, I didn't know I was going to have to do this nonsense. And I don't have my old friends to talk to, and I'm feeling very unsure of myself. That's what this card has to do with. But you have to buck up. You have to give yourself a pep talk and say, I can do this. You can also get a counselor. She'll do it for you. And if it's covered by insurance, great. Know what I mean? So, you got good cards, but this is how it's going to feel. It's not on a steady trajectory. Okay, so that's 9, right? This is your 10th house. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is your career. Look who's representing the career. a huge giant, a Norse giant god. Doesn't say who it is. But the world means, okay, once you get this, once you get this new job, I don't know if you're ever going to leave it. It might be the last job you ever had because you won't need another one, and you'll be reasonably enough satisfied enough to endure, to endure. So these are, that's a major arcana card. Let me count. Major arcana card means destiny card. So one of your destiny cards is the Wheel of Fortune, the good luck card. One of your destiny cards is the Magician. They don't get any better than that. And this is the world. It doesn't get any better than that. And maybe those cards are there because this stuff right here doesn't look like fun. So initially you're going to have some slowdowns and some misery. Then you'll get a little breather. You get a little respite, be happy for a minute. And then there goes something downhill again. It might be self-doubt. Oh, I shouldn't leave now. They need me now. I don't know what I'm doing at the other, but you have to go because kind people, you manifested this job. You got to take care of it. Okay? It's there for you. Don't be tempted to chicken out. All right? 11th house. Well, look here, we got the Queen of Cups. 11th house is long-term plans and friends from previous employers. Oh my goodness, what the world? Oh, friends from previous employers. Okay, the Queen of Cups represents a person who is kind and benevolent and will help people with diplomacy and goodness. Okay, she will. Now, what we got this guy here? This is that Emperor guy. Oh, again, you don't know this, but this is showing up in the last three decks or cards I just threw out here for the other signs. And he's not a nice guy. He's the teacher that lived in your high school and turned your homework back into you to say, do it over. Do it over. This is no good. You got to do that again. That's not what I want. So we have this guy right there next to you in your house of long-term plans and friends from previous employers. So you might get stuck at a new place, at a job you love, with a boss who gives you the heebie-jeebies, just gives you the bleh. You just don't like him. You don't want to have anything to do. Well, it could be a woman too. It could be probably a narcissist who's all about her power and authority, or his power and authority. So I don't know how long it's going to take to get rid of this guy, but it's possible. It's possible. So what you're going to have there, so I'm thinking the Queen of Cups could offer insight on how to deal with this guy. She doesn't even have to work at the new place you're going to. She could have worked with him at a different location. Remember, we're talking about other employers, friends from previous employment. And you may want to make this new business move, this new job, your last one. You just don't want to have to find another job anymore. And she'll help you do that because she will have a lot of experience about blah, 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 whatever. And this guy is still not ever going to be nice. So head down, mouth shut. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now we're out for the 12th house. 12th house is what you think about when you go to sleep at night. Oh my gosh, well, look, when you go to sleep at night, you feel satisfied that you did what you needed to do today at work. And you met, and you also have met the responsibilities at home, because I believe that you're maybe the kind of person, when he or she turns off the light at night, they go in their minds through the inventory of the events that occurred that day. I saw this person, I could have been nicer. I talked to so-and-so and I helped him. And because you just like to think that you did the right thing, and you like to think if you did the wrong thing, you'd like to make up for it in some subtle way. or maybe in a big broadcast way. I don't know. But Justice card is a good card to have, and it's in your 12th house. So you go through your inventory every day, and besides that, now look, I'm betting that there is a person at work who thinks that he knows you so well. Can't say that. I was going to say he might use his telepathic or psychic abilities to influence you. You know what? He can do that without himself even thinking about it. You know, a random remark, and you take it seriously. A random remark could be a food for thought, and then you take it seriously and go, oh, that's interesting. So, anyway, I think that your summer is going to be full of twists and turns and excitement. And so just try to go with the flow. Go with the flow. Oh, and please, kind folks, keep your Aries temper contained. Okay? Now, we got the Page of Cups. Messages for all of your, no, the star. Okay, well, the star is a symbol of the sign of Aquarius. You can't see that here. But it's a sign of idealism, and it's a sign of people who want the entire population of this country or this world to be good for all the people who live in it. Meaning, why would rich people have so much money laying around and the poor people don't? So you would like to see everybody have a minimum requirement. Everybody has a coat. Everybody has a pair of boots. Everybody has food every day for every meal. So when you are contemplating your role at work, wow, what if they gave you the job of like holding up all the Christmas donations? Like your company can give X amount of money to A, B, C, and D. And you might be the person who's selected to pick out those candidates. That'll give you a lot of attention in the company. And if you get lucky, the newspaper, radio, the TV. Have a friend call. And because this has to do with caring and with love and with being gentle and helping people. This is all about the social situations. And this is all about making those social situations, I want to say having those social situations work out as good and beneficial for the people who need those items. So I actually think, especially if you're a Leo, you want to be considered kind and generous and loving, and you want everybody to love you, and you want to love everybody else. So you'd be a good candidate for that, for spreading out. You probably give away too much money is basically what you'll probably do. I think that's because you have a tendency to be like that, which is a great trait to have if it doesn't get out of control. Okay, well, I think we're happy. Let me count the major arcana cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot. So a disappointing summer turning into a fun summer, turning into a even more little twists and turns and paths that you discover in your daily life, in your job switching or not job switching. Okay? All right. Thanks for listening. This is Twisted Granny Tarot. Thanks for coming to visit my website or my YouTube channel, and I hope we get together soon. Thanks. Bye.